now in New Jersey. Powered by TAPinto. Brought to you by Lakeland Bank.
Thanks for joining us on this Tuesday, March 1st. I'm Kristina Behr. A community says goodbye to its longtime fire chief. After 32 years, Union Fire Chief Mike Scanio is hanging up his hat. TAPinto Union publisher Kathy Cryan was there as the community said goodbye.
So Mike Scanio is a much beloved member of the Union Fire Department. He was just a young kid, and somebody said to him, "Hey, let's just take a ride over to the fire department and see what happens." And 32 years later, he retires as chief. So it kind of goes to show you never know what your future has in store for you. So he rose through the ranks. And what I didn't realize is that there were only 9 chiefs so far in the Union Fire Department since it became a paid organization in the 30s, I believe. And he's only one of 4 who have rose through every single rank.
Wow.
So it's interesting. The new chief, by the way, who is being sworn in today, and there'll be a story about that as well, he has also risen through the ranks. So he's the 5th of 10 to have done so.
So what did it mean to him to see not only his fellow firefighters there seeing him off, but people of the community?
Yeah, I think he was really touched. And he had told me that he is ready to go and he has done, served his time and he loved his job, but it was time to try some other things. So I think he had mixed emotions, but he was ready, and the outpouring of support really meant a lot to him. And the last few years for him, just like everyone else, had to deal with COVID and, a lot of other issues. And so it was a trying time, but he handled it great. And the administration in town, thought very highly of him. So he left on a high note. I don't think he's going to retire. I think he has some other plans. But, we'll see. It's nice to have options.
For more information, check out TAPinto Union. Several New Jersey towns are standing in solidarity with Ukraine. A large group of supporters and Governor Murphy gathered outside on the lawn of the Spiritual Center Metropolia of the Ukrainian Orthodox Church in Franklin for a prayer vigil. According to TAPinto Franklin Somerset, Murphy says with just more than 75,000 Ukrainians, New Jersey is home to one of the largest communities in the U.S. The governor expressed strong support for the Ukrainian people when he addressed the crowd. Meantime, one of New Jersey's most iconic landmarks, the Trenton Makes the World Takes Bridge that crosses the Delaware River into Pennsylvania, has been lit up in the colors of the Ukrainian flag, blue and yellow, to support the country. According to TAPinto Bordentown, the sign began to be illuminated for Ukraine on Friday, February 25th, 2 days after Russian military forces invaded the sovereign nation. New Jersey drivers may soon be allowed to pump their own gas. Right now, the state is the only state where it's illegal to do so. Members of the Assembly proposed the Motorist Fueling Choice and Convenience Act, which would allow gas stations the option of offering self-serve, while still requiring stations with more than 4 dispensers to continue to offer full-service gas pumps. It gives consumers, they say, the option to pump their own gas if they wish.
There is a savings that right now we equate to somewhere around 15 cents or more for every gallon that motorist pumps in savings. So that's a significant amount of savings, especially right now as we're seeing gas prices rise as high as they have.
For more information on the bill, check out the News Around New Jersey section of TAPinto. Up next, hitting 1,000. One high school basketball player's big feat.
My name is Kristina, and I just recently purchased a home. Before working with Lakeland Bank, I was working with another mortgage company. I felt like I was getting the runaround a little bit, and it felt a lot more like buying a car than buying a home. The mortgage representative from Lakeland Bank was very knowledgeable in their field, and their expertise was clear in the conversations that we had over the phone. The home buying process can be very stressful and difficult, and I felt very confident with Lakeland Bank, knowing that I could trust them and that they would be with me every step of the way.
Welcome back. Despite losing their latest game, the girls' high school basketball team at Watchung Hills had a lot to celebrate. Senior Bella Murray finished her high school career with a 21-point effort. It also included her 1,000th point in the fourth quarter for the Warriors. According to TAPinto Warren, though the girls had a sad finish to the season, they were excited to be able to celebrate their teammates' big accomplishments. To reach TAPinto's large local audience, visit tapintomarketing.net. Thanks for joining us. This has been Now in New Jersey, powered by TAPinto, sponsored by Lakeland Bank.